Hello, I'm Rich Dean with West Coast Collector Cars in Oregon, and today I've got a beautiful 1933 Ford 3-window coupe to show you. Now, this particular car, got some really cool traits to it. Some of them are pretty unusual, and there's just something about this car that it really stands out. Now, the color is this mango orange color, beautiful paint, base coat, clear coat. Very nice. Got a very subtle white and black pinstriping that goes along the perimeter of the car, but also on the headlights. A little nice touch. Very subtle. Nothing, nothing too gaudy, I guess. And these nice louvers on the side and on the top of the hood. The hood is metal. The body is fiberglass, and it's a company called Bear. And they are out of Prescott, Arizona, I believe. But they did a very nice job on the body, and this car is just spectacular everywhere you look. But let's start looking at some of these traits now. The wheels, these are 15-inch, both front and rear, and they're a company called Real Rodders. And if you haven't heard of them before, check them out. They're very quality, very nice wheels, highly polished. Let me show you the engine on this side. Very easy to open the hood. Some of these are very temperamental, but this one opens up easily. And I should say the paint's not broken anywhere on the handles or anything like that. Move it here. Now, this is a 383 small block Chevy, what they call a stroker engine, which is a crate. You got nice headers here. These are Sanderson headers. Aluminum intake manifold. This is a Holley 750 Demon carburetor. It's a 4150. You got twin metering blocks front and rear. This is your AC compressor, hot rod incorporated air conditioning, which is like vintage air. And you got this pulley system here as well, the front runner all aluminum pulley system running a serpentine style belt, which is nice. Electronic ignition, of course, HEI. And everything is polished or chromed and just beautiful everywhere you look. Very clean. We'll take a look at the other side when we get around there. And then to close, you just simply snap it closed. Easy. Nice. That little bug off of there. The chrome front suspension, that's Pete and Jake's. And you got the chrome hairpins here. Chrome shocks. Taking the interior on this side. Suicide doors. All the glass is beautiful. This does have power windows, and they are tinted. All the weather strip. Look at this. Nice and clean. No sloppiness. Another thing that's kind of nice is the black interior. I kind of like, that deep black interior. Looks good. The seat brand is Glide, which is common for these hot rods. You got a split bench back, so you can tilt those forward if you need to. Carpets are all nice and clean and new. Moon gauges. Headliner is all sculpted, and this is leather, by the way. The transmission is a GM Turbo 350 with a little shift kit in it, and built to handle that 383. That 383 is 4 1/4, 430 horsepower. So, yeah, it moves the coupe down the road pretty nicely. But all the doors, easy to shut. You don't slam the doors. All the chrome and bright work is excellent. Window whiskers and so forth, of course, all clean and very nice and tight. Even the fitment. Look at the door fitment here. Nice and even. These bars here, they call these Nerf Bars, and it's kind of a nice touch. You don't see this too often. I think it looks kind of cool on there. cheater slicks here on the back, which is kind of an old school trait. And again, these nice looking deep slotted wheels, again, real Rodders wheels, beautiful. I'm going to, the trunk is remote, or I should say, it's got a switch here in the trunk. So I want to open that up for you so you can see that. We're going to be in that area. Nice billet fasteners and so forth here. As you can see, trunk's very nice and clean. And again, you know, your weather stripping, trenches and so forth are excellent. Here's another little pinstriping. Driscoll, whoever that person is, in California, I believe. The car was built in California, denoting the old school V8, and of course you can see these are louvered as well. Nice looking tail lamps, chrome back here. Olga will shoot under the back for you here. That's a Currie Ford 9-inch with 350 gears and posi traction. Nice QA1 coil-over shocks, all braided steel, Willwood 4-wheel disc brakes with chrome, or I should say polished calipers, and the backing plates on the front are chrome, so they didn't miss a trick. Right here, this is the license plate frame, so when you turn the key to the on position, this frame, you'll hear it, it'll come down. And so, you know, when you're parked at a car show and whatnot, you turn the key or turn the car off and this license plate will retract. Should take a moment to tell you a little bit about the website, westcoastcollectorcars.com, where I've got pictures of the coupe, of course, but equally important, that undercarriage. Beautiful. It is so nice under there. Dual exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers, all stainless. The suspension is chrome and beautiful. It's painted as nice under there as it is up on top here. So take a look at that. Very important. Want you to see that. This car is just done so well, and it runs and drives nicely too. You know, I've had a few hot rods in similar vein to this, where they've got airbags for suspension, and they're good for pulling out of the trailer and showing the car and putting it back in the trailer, but to drive them, not so much. This particular car, you can run this down the road, no creaks, no rattles. It's very strong, very true, brakes work good, everything works, the air conditioning, the heat, turn signals and whatnot. Yeah, it's great. But to show you this here, the fuel filler, kind of nicely done, a little bit of pinstripe around it, and it's locked here, but I have a little key for that, and you just turn this, you know, open this up here so people just can't get in there, but open that up and you can fill the fuel. But all in here where the wheel well or tire is nice and clean. It's not beat up or rubbed raw or anything. Show you the interior on this side. All the doors, everything is stainless or chrome fasteners. The steering column is an I Did It with tilt, polished. Billet Specialties steering wheel, those are Moon Eyes gauges, they all work. Again, the air conditioning and heat system works nicely. The seat is adjustable. And right here is the switch for that trunk that I talked about. So that'll just set the trunk right back down. Again, important, you don't need to slam the door, just close the door. Shut lines, beautiful. Let me show you the engine on this side. Polished alternator, nice polished overflow. You got a aluminum radiator, electric fan. Yeah, it's got all the traits you want. Look at this firewall. They even pinstripe down in there too. Just very clean everywhere you look. Up front here, this is your turn signal. It's very small. I guarantee you'll see it brightly at night, but that's your little front turn signal. The frame is a TCI Stage 3 frame. Again, all your chrome componentry. There's that backing plate I talked about. See how nice that is? And of course your polished calipers. Nice 33 chrome grille. Fits beautifully. And I do have, if you go to the website again, you know, I've got some photos of the car, but I've got a bug screen for it. And it has a big 33 on it. Kind of gives a nod to those, you know, the dry lake racers, or maybe the Bonneville type racers. It's very cool. Really fits the car well. So if you're going to go on a little road trip, or you know, a car show that's out of town, you could put that on. It's easy to put on and take off. Little chrome bumperettes here. But I mean, look like right in here, you know. I want to see, look at that. Just nice, polished. Everything's just clean, clean, clean. Yeah. But what I'd like to do now is I'll hop in the car, start it, you hear it run, and I'll just drive it around the parking lot a little bit so you kind of get a sense of, you know, what it looks like, what it sounds like moving under its own power. It's got a pretty good little steering radius. I should be able to get around in here pretty well. Let me close the hood. We'll go ahead and do that. I think I mentioned all the glass, very nice and tinted. It looks good. And the car has about 1,812 miles on it. So that's pretty amazing. So some of them had to get under there and dust it off underneath every time they drove it, but it's beautiful. I want you to see that. So if you're interested in the car, check the website out. Man, as good as it gets. I don't think you could find a nicer coupe than this. I mean, it really is everything you want. Paint is beautiful, you know, no scratches or, you know, damage anywhere. Very comfortable. I'm 5'11". I've got plenty of leg room in here. I know some of them make you feel like the steering wheel's in back of you, but this one, excellent. Got a little horn there. Again, nicely laid out gauges and controls. Got an aftermarket stereo in here. So If you want tunes, of course, you know, like me, I like to listen to the engine, but man, I just can't say enough about how nice and clean and well thought out and how operational this car is. But if I can answer any further questions for you about this 1933 Ford Coupe, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Again, my name is Rich Dean, and this is West Coast Collector Cars. My number is 503-851-6763, and thank you for watching today.